Hellcat SRTs. Come on. Hellcat outruns cops and police helicopter in an insane chase. I don't know, man. This is the only reason why Hellcats be so expensive, because they, you know what I'm saying, they're the top cars. Get away from this.
Maybe the reversing. 6 cars are coming in right now. You might be able to get them. So use in reverse. Flying back out to 5th right now.
I lost it. Last seen northbound near the lake. I'm not sure which one it is, just North Addison Road.
Running from the police isn't an uncommon offense, especially amongst people who have warrants or who get caught breaking the law. In that case, backup is usually called and the squad of officers either hunts the car down or traps it, standard procedure. But what do the police do when the car they're chasing can't be caught? That's an issue that the officers of Flint, Michigan are about to face right now.
Damn, Flint. I know y'all niggas are struck right now, so I ain't gonna make no jokes. Did they ever fix the water in Flint? Or did we just forget about that shit? Is the water still terrible? But I have nothing to tell you.
They come up against a Dodge Challenger Hellcat going 150 miles per hour, resulting in an intense police chase. On August 17, 2022, an officer of the Grand Blanc Township Police Department was patrolling his corner of Flint, Michigan, when he witnessed a highly dangerous situation taking place. In the dark of night, two vehicles were speeding down Interstate 475 at over 100 miles per hour. From the way the two cars were accelerating, it seems like they were allegedly racing. The officer turned on his lights and siren and attempted to apprehend and stop the vehicles. One of the cars, a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, surely knew he could easily outrun the officer. So he did just that. Seeing the approaching police vehicle, the driver took off at astonishing speed. Once the police cruiser was out of sight, the driver thought he and his car had accomplished an easy getaway. The Hellcat continued to cruise the streets, not knowing that the officer wasn't his main concern. His biggest problem was actually up in the air above him.
The Challenger took off on me, going at least 130 right now. He's coming under Bristol Road.
It quickly became apparent that the Hellcat wouldn't be caught on the ground, so the Grand Blanc Township Police Department made a snap decision. They solicited the help of the Michigan State Police, who dispatched a police helicopter just seconds after receiving the call.
Damn.
I lost it. Last seen northbound near the lake. I'm not sure which one it is, just North Addison Road.
We got him coming through the curves.
It's dark color, that's all I can tell you.
The reason the Hellcat appears white in this footage is because the pilot is using a forward-looking infrared, or FLIR camera to track the car. For those who don't know, an infrared camera detects the heat that a person or object gives off. The Hellcat has been consistently traveling at a high speed, from the racing to being chased. As a result, the car's wheels have become very hot, hence why it's glowing whiter than the cars around it. This is a lucky break for the officers, since this makes their target stick out like a sore thumb.
Did up a little bit, swerved around some vehicles, still driving extremely recklessly while nobody should be in his trunk. There's no way you can see the Grand Blanc car.
According to the speedometer in the upper right-hand corner of the monitor, the helicopter had to reach a speed of almost 150 miles per hour to keep up with the performance car as it sped down the highway. If an unobstructed flying craft had to fly that fast to keep pace, one can imagine how fast the Hellcat must have been going on the ground.
Nigga burned his whole tank of gas in 20 minutes. I know it. I know it.
Chavez now and then up to Robert T.
They're exiting at Robert T.
And it looks like it's going to be an burnt orange Challenger with maybe a white racing stripe or something similar. It's going to be westbound on Robert T. And that's my bad on the color. It's actually going to be gray. It's gray Charger, black racing stripes. Completely wrong. Boulevard now, still westbound. Normal speeds about 40. 3rd James Beagle, still westbound. Normal speeds. Slowing up here at Garland. Making a southbound turn.
So what happened to the car he was racing?
Into the parking lot.
Okay, make a left. Make a left. And turn. What do to get into the parking lot, you have your nose to nose with it. If another car comes in off this, you get pocket it.
If this nigga still get away,
Cars are coming in right now, you might be able to get to use an in reverse, flying back out to fifth right now.
Copy, in reverse, head back out to fifth.
Thanks, Bill, southbound now.
At its fastest point, the police cruiser was recorded going 71 miles per hour after the Hellcat. Even at that considerably high rate of speed, the Challenger was still going at least twice as fast as it sped out of sight.
that nigga just burned him.
Pretty light. With the gear popping tire, he's throwing some rubber, slowing down considerably. Who's damage?
Yeah, lost a tire at Bradley, southbound on Bradley. If we get some people in the area, he's
Copy, southbound Bradley, lost his tire.
Judging by the homes and narrow streets, it appears that the Challenger has entered a suburb. He might be cutting through, or he might be attempting to flee by hiding in or around the houses. If he plans to do the latter, then that presents an entirely new set of problems for police.
Lincoln right now, northbound. It's going to be coming back up
Not really though, because the car is still gonna be in his name.
towards M21 here in a second. It's just south M21. He's blacked out. Pulling into an address right now on Lincoln. The numbers are going to be Lincoln Drive. Driver's door is open. Lincoln, that's Lincoln in Chicago. Driver's at the trunk. Walked into an address next door, which I think is at Lincoln. There's a pickup truck in the driveway and an SUV darked out further out. He's up in the house. And check that, not up in the house. He's walking around to the backyard, just trying to avoid us underneath some trees. If we can get cars in the area, we can get a perimeter.
It's unclear why the suspect didn't enter the house. He pulled into the driveway and took his time getting out and walking away, as if he were somewhat comfortable being there. However, notice that his female passenger doesn't get out of the car. This could be his residence, or this could be the home of a complete stranger.
The driver is basically straight off that first patrol car and behind the house. I have lost him for the time being underneath some trees. If we can get a perimeter, Brabant, Lincoln, and Cummings, please, that would work great.
Okay. Cars on scene, if you could sit tight, hold the perimeter. We got a dog around.
The purpose of a perimeter is to close the perpetrator in on all sides by blocking off all primary avenues of travel
It's rare that we watch a whole video and I don't pause it. Wow.
in the immediate area. If a potential escape route is left unpatrolled, the suspect can run off unseen. A perimeter can be especially important when a canine is brought to the scene, as some people have a genuine fear of dogs and are more likely to get scared and flee.
Troop 3, where's the dog at? I might have him behind one house to the north of where the vehicle is. Hard to tell though right now. I just need somebody or the canine to go check it.
The 45-minute manhunt came to an end shortly after, and with no casualties or injuries sustained. The suspect was brought out of his admittedly poor hiding place and arrested without further issue. The driver's name was never given, only that he was
Stupid.